So this is week 1 of my type 2 diabetes experiment, my first video journal entry. So the first question asks, how often did you think about the lifestyle changes that can save you from the progression of diabetes? And I guess I would have to say that I thought about it a lot, but I didn't think about it in terms of it saving me. I thought about diet and exercise. Those were the two things that I thought about the most, and it was almost more of, not in a sense of saving me, but I got so caught up in doing those things that it became a little bit of an annoyance, I guess. But as for how often I was thinking about them, constantly. Tracking my food was something I thought about a lot. It was almost like I was thinking about what I was going to track before I had even decided what to eat. At first, there were a couple times where I forgot, but once I got into the swing of it, by like the second or third day, I was thinking about what I was going to eat, how much of it I was going to portion out, especially as for carbs, and how many like fruits and vegetables I was going to eat. And fitting in exercise was something that I thought about a lot, just because this week was pretty busy with school and work. So the second question is, what parts of it seemed easy, or what parts of it were close to what you were already doing? I would say the only thing that was close to what I was doing was the sleeping part. I go to bed at a pretty normal time during the week, and get up at a regular time, so that wasn't anything different. But in the food, I guess as for portion control, that wasn't something I was doing, but I pretty much eat very few meats, and I usually meal prep, so that's something that I am used to. What was totally new for you? Tracking what I was eating. That is something that I found really difficult, and the first few days it was like, because I've been using a app on my phone to do it, and it tells you how many calories you've eaten, and of each food group how much you've eaten, and I could see that getting really problematic if it were something I had to do every single day, purely from like a weight aspect of it feeling, I don't know, I don't view myself as eating really unhealthy, but the act of having to track it all out has made me question healthy decisions that I'm already making. So I don't know, as a young early 20 female tracking my food, I could see that getting to an unhealthy point of restriction, and just thinking about it all the time has been really draining, and that's a part I haven't enjoyed very much. What were the most difficult things to implement and easiest to implement? I would say the hardest is obviously the food tracking, like I touched on, but fitting in exercise, this has made me realize that I'm not much of an exerciser, and it was really hard the last night to get home from class and have to go down to the gym in my apartment and walk on the treadmill. It was like the last thing I wanted to do. So that's been a little bit more difficult. Easiest to implement, I guess, again, the diet itself, eating those fruits and vegetables and less meat, low carb, that wasn't difficult. How involved is your family in your new diagnosis? My family's not very involved. I live I live with a roommate, but we both make our own food, buy our own groceries, and I don't have any family in town, so I could see how that would be something that could be helpful, if I had someone to make meals with or exercise with. I could see that being helpful, but as of right now, I don't really have anyone involved. So that concludes week 1.